Christians are actually going to agree with me to a certain extent on this one. I bet you they will. Now, Uncle Ray Ray made a very valid statement and a very honest question. He said, so do I hope that people get well medically? And even when it comes to myself, do I hope that the medicine that is in me is doing its job? Because hope and determination can work together. In some ways, I'm still dealing with hope. And on the surface, and for most people, you are absolutely correct. For most people, you're right. Now, I piss off my mom constantly. And I'm going to tell you about how I piss her off constantly in a little bit, as well as other people who know me well enough that I would do this. Now, the thing about it, and the reason why I say that some Christians are going to agree with me, is because you can utilize an aspect of the Bible in this instance. And it's one of those things of the Bible, wisdom in the Bible, that I've kept with me because I've seen it replicated in Hermetics. I've seen it replicated in other studies of philosophies to which I like more so than the Christian doctrine. So this is why Christians will agree with me. So according to Christianity, in your book, most Christians just read the part where it says, when two or more come together and they tell the mountain to move, the mountain will move. You know, come together in his name and tell the mountain to move, the mountain will move. That is said in both Mark and Matthew. I can't remember exactly which one says it the way I like it, in the way that I believe to be the actual way it should be thought about, because you also will find it in the Gospel of Thomas, the Secret Writings of Peter, the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. You'll find it where really what it says is this: when two come together in his name and they have no doubt, then if they tell the mountain to move, the mountain will move. You see, the problem with hope, the problem with prayer, is that you have doubt. You're begging, you're pleading, you're saying that I hope, meaning that you might not, but I hope you get better. I know you're going through surgery, but I hope you get better. I know that you got whatever virus it is, because if I say it, I probably get demonetized. But I hope you get better. You see, that hope has some doubt in it. And so over the years, once I started studying Hermeticism and the Tao and started studying other philosophies, especially Marcus Aurelius, the writings of Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosophy, I really started to realize that hope normally leads you to the negative side of whatever it is you're hoping for. Prayer leads you to the negative side of whatever you're praying for. Because when you pray and when you have hope, you have doubt. So what is it that I do that pisses off my mom constantly? So my mother, she's 77 years old, and she hates when I tell her things like, look here, lady, look here, Mary Alice, you need to start eating better. You need to eat more vegetables than you eat meat. You need to cut this meat out your diet. Stop eating this high salt content. That's why your blood pressure high. And you need to go upstairs to that gym inside your building and work out, or go with your sister to when she goes to the gym. And that way your health can improve, because if you either use it or lose it. Well, sometimes, this is how my mama talk. But sometimes I don't feel like going up there, and I like to eat what I want to eat. Shoot, you ain't gonna tell me what I'm gonna eat. And then I'll say, okay, then shorten your life. Don't do it and die. That's what's gonna happen. Die early. Every time that you don't go to the gym, you're just ticking away hours off your life. Every time you eat that high salt content food, you're just ticking away hours off your life. So if you want to die early, go ahead and keep on eating what you're eating. But if you want to live longer and live healthier, then get up in that gym, lady. Go with your sister and stop eating this processed food. Yeah, I forgot about the processed food. Stop eating this product. That's how I talk to my mom. That's how I talk to everybody. Anybody who tells me something, they're complaining about something, they have an issue about something, my response has nothing to do with hope. My response has to do with you determining what you're going to do. You determining what your body is going to do. Another thing I did take from Christianity was the fact that it said that man has dominion over all the earth and himself. Now, truly, this was seared into my mind when I first started studying Buddhism way back, because it is really, the meditations in Buddhism is really about you having, a lot of it is about you controlling who you are, you controlling the facilitations of your body. And so when I do start feeling like I may be coming down with something, a virus is trying its best to run its game in my body, I will sit in meditation, and in my mind, I will see my white blood cells coming like a bunch of Marines attacking the virus, destroying the virus. Because here's the thing that most people don't realize: what you convince your body of, your body responds and does. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it just came out that way. When your mind believes something, this is why the placebo effect works. When they do clinical studies, they recognize that there is a 70% chance that the people who are on the placebo will have the same effects as the people who are on the drug. That is how powerful the mind is, and that is scientific fact. So when I tell my body, and I see it, the movie Osmosis Jones is really what got me into that thought process of Marines. But I will see the white blood cells attacking and outflanking viruses and killing the virus and destroying the virus. And I will see and I see myself in a healthy state, and my body responds to that. So I don't hope the medicine, whether store-bought medicine or natural medicine, I don't hope that it would do the job that it is supposed to do. I see it going in and being an auxiliary battalion fighting against whatever disease or bacteria or whatever has tried to enter my body, this foreign thing that must be destroyed. And so I see it being destroyed, and I meditate on this for however long it takes for the symptoms of whatever it is to go away. I used to have allergy attacks all the time, and for almost every season. And then I just started meditating on defeating all the allergies, and it is rare that I have some type of allergy attack, that I have a sinus infection. That doesn't happen that often. And when it does, I attack that sun gun without hope, without prayer, with determination, with saying that this is what it's going to be, because this is my body. I determine what this thing is going to do. And it's going to listen. It's going to do exactly what I tell it to do. And so there is no hope for me. I know most other people do, but most people are running around with that hope and they having doubt. I don't have time for doubt. Doubt leads to failure. In every occasion, doubt is going to lead to failure. So if you know that doubt is going to lead to failure, why allow the doubt to still be there? Train your mind, train your feelings, your emotions to be 100% solid on what's going to be, what is. So let me rephrase that, not what's going to be, of what is. And if you train your mind and your emotions to what is, then that is what will manifest physically, that was what will manifest in your life, and that's all there is to it. Now, you have to be mindful of letting other people be in your energetic space who may have doubt. You want to remove those people. You want to remove those people. I've been in situations where I've had people who are close to me and they said, well, I want to meditate with you about business or about this or about that. And I tell them, after having a conversation, I'm like, your mind is not strong enough. I love you, but your mind ain't strong enough. So no, you can't do this with me. This is a me thing. Your doubt. When you can overcome your doubt, then you can come into my space. But until you can overcome that doubt, stay out my space. Stay out my space. And that's how you have to be. People might call you an asshole, but you'll be okay. So I hope that answered your question. If you guys got value out of this video, please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it, and share the videos. But always remember you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.